Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Walt Disneylanders. Hope you guys have enjoyed your stay this far. Hope you guys are having a good time, and hope you're staying safe. This is our season recap of the BBL. A little bit late. I know I wanted to do it the Monday after the finals, but I've just been busy with NTP stuff and, a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, so apologize for that, but it is still up nonetheless. If you guys haven't checked out our season, our finals run, our season, our entire season for the BBL Season 6 will be linked down below, the whole playlist, so go check it out. You guys can see, though, above me, we won. We did it. After a very intense game against Leo, which was not my best showing, I'm not gonna lie. After watching it back, not my best showing, and I probably should never have won that game, but we won it. We are officially the BBL Season 6 champions, and it feels great. It feels really good. I'm very happy with my performance, except for that Leo game. That was like the one game. The most important game of the entire season is the one game I'm not happy with of how I played, because I think I played very sloppily, and I think you saw my team build. There's a lot of sloppy prep. Like, I didn't have high horsepower on Rhyperior when I obviously should have, and it was very sloppy, very not my best showing, but we came through in the clutch, and we did it. And I'm very happy with this team. This was a very misfit team. This was a very more aggressive team with no hazards. Definitely not the best team I've ever used, but also a very fun team. I loved prepping with this team every week. Even though every week I had the same obstacle of, oh fuck, they have hazards and I don't. Oh fuck, they have a Pokemon that I don't beat. Our team handled a lot of the challenges that came at us very, very well, and I'm super happy with this team. I'm really glad I took it over. I'm glad I said yes to when Liv offered me the team, and I'm glad we were able to take it home for our boy D-Ray, because D-Ray was rooting for me all season long. So shouts to D-Ray for drafting a squad and giving me the tools to take it home. So if you guys didn't check out our NCP recap, this isn't gonna be a super long video. I basically just want to kind of go over all the mons, go over my season stats, and talk about how I felt about the season, how I felt about each Pokemon, and kind of just wrap everything up and give it a nice little ending here. So with that, we're gonna hop into our season schedule. You guys can see right here, I forgot to put my overall record on it, but we finished the regular season at 6-4 plus 12. Our final record across the entire season was 9-4 plus 16. So we got 4 differential across all the playoffs. We got very close playoff games. You guys can see our 4 losses of the season being to Max Rapture, which I'm still mad about. Platinum Howler, which that team was just fuck. Even Howler's like, my team is unfair. I don't know why I was allowed to have this. Owen, who I simply just did not have a Ghost Resist in Mars Shadow, is very mean. And Tapu Trevi, who brought Charcoal Regidrago. That is probably the funniest part of all season. I didn't even notice it in the game, but someone pointed out he was Charcoal Regidrago, and I could not figure out why, because if you're running Fire Fang, why not just go E-Belt if it does more? Okay, whatever. So yeah, that is our season. We did regular season though take down SV Tornado, Stremmy TV, Matt O'Shea, 6-Foot Hacks, Lux Sands, and Mario B, finishing us at 3rd seed, 6-4, and then our playoff run being Matt O'Shea round 1, who Weavile came in clutch again, Olivia Sama, who Gengar came in clutch, and then 6-Foot Hacks is our finals opponent, who Selly came in clutch. So, yeah, very happy with this season. I think I played all of the games except for Max to the best of my ability. Max, we played Sunday night, like hours before the video went up. And I said, I'm not playing this game at 3 in the morning on Sunday night. And what did I do? I ended up playing at 3 in the morning at Sunday night because Liv didn't want to give me forfeit win, even though the screenshot showed I was clearly there. I'm still salty about it, but we moved past it. SV was Gengar's first showing. AV Zarude was kind of cool, but it got crit. Stremmy and the long drawn-out Rhyperior collected the Infinity Stones. That was a good game. Just unable to break Rhyperior. Matt, our game on Showdown, where Weavile came in clutch because Matt kind of choked away his game. He admitted it too, so I don't feel bad saying it. Matt kind of choked away the game and, kind of gave it to me, so dub there. Leo was our last game with Primarina and Primarina and Rillaboom. Primarina came in clutch one last time before we got rid of it, which I actually don't regret that trade at all, and I'll explain a little more when I get into Slowbro why I don't regret that trade at all. Howler and his unfair Urshifu, Calyrex, Genesect team. I didn't expect to win that game going into it. I'm gonna be honest. Lux and the Swoobat, that was the highlight of the season. Shout outs to Swoobat, my boy. Came in clutch with the 6-0 against the Xerneas team. Owen and the Marshadow, which we brought Special Bulu. That was a really cool tech. That was a really cool set that I brought, and I was really happy with that. Marshadow's just not fair, though. That shit. My Ghost Resists were Weavile and Licky. It really didn't help. Mario B and the Hitmonlee, the only time Hitmonlee came all season except for against Matt in playoffs, which we probably shouldn't have even brought it. The only time it came all season, it came up, got a couple kills for itself, and, you know, pretended that he was part of the team. And then Trevi was kind of just like a throw-together team, played to the best of our abilities. We wanted to end up as high as seed possible, but it really didn't matter for either of us. And Weavile just missed out on that knockout with Knockoff. And then, like I said, Matt, in playoffs, we came in clutch again with the Weavile, just picking things off, especially taking that Scarf Lunala with our Zekrom coming in clutch. Liv, Gengar just picked a Pokemon every time it came in, and Leo being unable to break Bulky Sally. So that's like our season recap. If you guys want to go check out our games if you haven't already, like I said before, playlist down below. It was a really good season and a very entertaining season. So getting into our team overall, first up, we have the Grandmaster, our Zekrom, who came to 11 games, 7 kills, and 9 deaths. This is actually really bad for an Uber. For an Uber in an Ubers League, this is really bad. Zekrom was a supporting role all season, and I feel like I used Zekrom very poorly, because Liv was saying how this thing was, like, on the border of being bannable, and I was like, there's no way that this thing's bannable. I think Zekrom is very, very good, and it put on so much pressure. I just used other offense every week, and I brought DD like once. I brought DD Zekrom like once all season, and I didn't even click it. I just felt Zekrom was very hard to set up with a lot of ground types around, because I could never safely lock in Outrage, and Dragon Claw just never did enough to bulky grounds. So I felt like trying to set up with Zekrom. Oh no, I brought it against Matt, sorry. I brought DD Zekrom, and it worked until I had 4 moveslot syndrome and couldn't kill Genesect. So, like, I don't know. I feel like Zekrom, it's very, 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 very good. I just couldn't get it in that DD position. I used it a lot as a pivot, as a specially offensive pivot. I also used it as a defogger because, well, I didn't have hazard removal. So I totally would use Zekrom again. I think I would have to draft hazards and removal around it, so I wouldn't have to keep using this thing as the fucking removal and momentum mon. But I think Zekrom's awesome. This thing was so much fun to use, and you know, it did enough. It put enough pressure on to let everybody else shine. I think that was the true meaning of teamwork here. Next up, we have our king, Baymax, once again. This is sad for me. This is the final video where I have Baymax because NCP's already up. I don't have Baymax in NCP, so like NCP season 4 is over and BBL is over. I miss Baymax, bro. He's my boy. Oh, Baymax has been so clutch. 11 games played, 12 kills, 8 deaths. A lot of those kills were in playoffs. Just like in NCP, a lot of those kills came in playoffs. Love Celesteela to death, bro. Talked about it in NCP. I'll say it again. I love this Pokemon to death. It's between this and Buzzwole as my favorite Ultra Beast. This mon is just so good. It's so versatile. It fits my playstyle so well. And a lot of people really don't know how to prep or deal with Celesteela if in the right hand. So I love Celly. I'm going to miss him so much. I'm going to miss him so much, man. But hopefully we'll get him again soon. Hopefully he'll be back again, and you know, we'll get some more. We'll start farming some more games with our boy. Next up, we got Cheshire, our Gengar, part of the dynamic duo of the season. 12 games played, 12 kills, and 5 deaths. Gengar, the GOAT. Oh my god, this mon is so much fun. I have a new love for Gengar after this season. This is probably like the mon that grew on me most of the season. Before season, I was like, Gengar's kind of cool, but I've never really used it, and it doesn't look that great. Oh my goodness, Gengar. I think the problem with Gengar in Gen 8 is a lot of people try to spam Nasty Plot. I didn't bring Nasty Plot once all season. Maybe once, but I don't even think so. I brought Scarf, I brought Life Orb, I brought D-Bond. I brought Scarf D-Bond a couple times, which was really clutch for an Ubers League, because a lot of those Ubers hurt. Gengar was a huge clutch up, especially in the latter half of the season. You guys saw playoffs. He carried our butts. I love Gengar so much. Gengar just rips people apart, and if you don't try and spam Nasty Plot with it, I think it's so good of a breaker. I know I was talking to Owen through the season. He said like he can never use Gengar. Like he was talking about how he had an NCP and could never get it to work. And even without Nasty Plot, he just couldn't get it to work. I love Gengar. I think it was just a phenomenal Pokemon. This is a Pokemon that you kind of have to have in proper hands. So, love Gengar. Gonna miss Cheshire. He was super clutch, and probably the most fun I had with a Pokemon this season. Next up, we have the first trade. We have Ferdinand, our Tapu Bulu, coming to 5 games, 2 kills, and 5 deaths. I think both of those kills were against Owen as well. Love Ferdinand. This was kind of a cool pickup. This was more so just so I could have the points to pick up Slowbro, but it filled the same roles. I really, really wish Bulu got Play Rough. Oh no, it got 1 kill against Leo. Sorry, I got 1 against Owen, 1 against Leo in finals. Oh my god, I wish Bulu got Play Rough, man. This one would be so good with Play Rough. Without Play Rough, it's okay. I would totally use it again, but I would never draft it in the top half of the draft. Like Bulu is a Pokemon that I would have to take, like, I would come back at the end of the draft for if I really wanted it, or I would take like mid-draft. I could never take Bulu in like first, second, third round. I think they're a lot better Pokemon than Bulu. That being said, Bulu was a lot of fun. I did enjoy the Scarf set we brought. I enjoyed the Calm Mind set. I think we brought Leech Seed, just kind of like bulky Bulu before as well. It's a nice Pokemon. I think Rillaboom is by far better. I don't think anyone's disputing that. I think Rillaboom was a better Pokemon, but Bulu kind of fit the role we had for Rillaboom, and gave me the points to pick up Slowbro as well, which was a change that I needed to make. So nothing against Ferdinand, just you know, he's aight. I'm here for him. He was cool, but he's aight. He won't be missed, but he's just like, he was part of the team. He was here, and he helped. He was a supporting role. The problem child of the season, Cruz, our Weavile. 11 games played, 14 kills, being our kill leader this season, and 6 deaths. The problem child of the season. 3 of our 4 losses came at the hands of Weavile not being able to kill something. But he came in clutch. Couldn't knock the dark type, or couldn't knock the psychic type into red even, but that's Calirex's fault. That one's busted, so I'll blame that one on Liv and Calyrex. Not being able to kill a Salamence with an ice move because he didn't feel like hitting Triple Axel. And what was the last one? Oh, not being able to kill Regidrago with knockoff when the roll was, I think it was about 50-50. So that was just unlucky. So problem child of the season, but also a super, super fun mon. I talked a lot of shit about Weavile, but Weavile was a super huge crutch this season and was a super awesome Pokemon. A lot of teams, especially with Ubers, a lot of those Ubers being like dragon types or flying types or what have you, Gengar really came in, or I'm sorry, not Gengar. Well, Gengar did come in clutch, but Weavile really put on so much pressure. The elite speed tier, the dual stab being so hard for team switch into, came in clutch. I love Weavile, really good Pokemon. I got mad at him a lot of times. We had a couple talks. We had to sit down and be like, hey, what are you doing? We need to win this. Straighten your head out. And, you know, he got his head put on straight and came in clutch for us. So I love Weavile, even though they were the problem child, and get the second half of the dynamic duo of Gengar Weavile. I think Gengar Weavile is a phenomenal offensive core. If you ever have the chance to draft Gengar Weavile, do it. It's such a phenomenal offensive core because you just click buttons. You just click buttons and things die, and it is the most fun I've had in a long time playing Mons. So that's probably the highlight of the season for me, besides the Swoobat sweep, is just Gengar and Weavile coming in every week and putting in clutch as that dynamic duo. Love those two. So very, very happy with that, even though he was a little bit of a problem child. Willie, our Slowbro. I did the stats for this and I didn't realize how poor Willie did. No kills for Willie all season long. 6 games played, 0 kills for Willie, and 4 deaths. I needed to make the Primarina trade. Some people really questioned it, like, why would you do that? Your team was so good before. I personally needed to make that change. And while it may not have made the team better on paper, I needed to make that change because I just simply did not have fun using Primarina. I could not get it to work. It came as a bulky pivot and it died. It came as an offensive Pokemon and it worked. That was like the one time I got it to work. But if I'm drafting Primarina, I need a secondary water. And the points were not just there. The points, the rolls necessary. There was no points. There was no point. I was unable to get a second water type to go with Primarina, so I had to get rid of it because I could not rock out with Primarina being my sole bulky water and my offensive water. That being said, I would totally try Primarina again on a different draft that I draft myself where I have my secondary bulky water. Something like Jellicent would be cool, or maybe Seismitoad or Swampert. One of those would be super cool to pair along with it for Marina. So Slowbro though came in clutch. Just a really nice Pokemon for me. I've been using this mon for years. Love him. And even though he didn't get any kills this season, he definitely chewed up hits. He soaked up what we needed to do. He stopped that Darmanitan in playoffs, which was probably the biggest feat of Slowbro this season. That belly drum Darmanitan against Matt. He stopped us from just getting 6-0'd against Matt because he came in and took the noble sacrifice of getting punched in the fucking face, but he killed the Darmanitan with a Rocky Helmet chip, and that's what we needed. So Slowbro, while his stats may not show how much he truly did, he did help the team out a lot in a lot of ways. So I definitely don't regret picking up Slowbro for Marina. Hitmonlee, the rapid spinner of the team. 2 games played, 3 kills, 1 death. The only game it came to that it had to rapid spin was against Matt, and it didn't even rapid spin. Hitmonlee is alright. I don't know. I can never find an opportunity to bring Hitmonlee, whether it be I had better brings or he just matched up like dog shit. I brought him against Mario because it had that Stone Edge coverage for Ho-Oh, and then he really didn't have a fighting resist after that. So I think Hitmonlee, it's very niche. I wouldn't draft it as your sole rapid spinner. I definitely wouldn't draft this thing as a rapid spinner ever again. As you guys saw how many times hazards got removed by Hitmonlee. It's not the most reliable rapid spinner. It is a nice, very offensive Pokemon. The Unburdened pairing with the Rillaboom / Tapu Bulu was really clutch as well. Definitely don't regret that at all. Just definitely nice, another prep option to force as well. Yeah, I like Hitmonlee. He's not the best Pokemon. He kind of sucks, but yeah, I think if I were to get Hitmonlee again, I need more Hazard removal. I think that's the end goal of this team, is if I ever do anything again, we get more fucking Hazard removal on this fucking team. Our sole rocker of the team, LeeShang. No, not LeeShang. I'm sorry. Infinity, our Rhyperior. 8 games played, 9 kills, 5 deaths. Probably a lot more than Rhyperior would ever have. Rhyperior was our sole stealth rocker of the entire season. So I had to bring Rhyperior to a lot of matchups where he probably shouldn't have come, but he had to come to set up rocks. I needed rocks. That was the other part of this team I needed, is I need more rockers because I can't set up rocks, can't live with them, but I have to live without them. It's the most annoying shit of the season. 8 games played, 9 kills. This mon was such a clutch Pokemon though, so bulky, so fat. A lot of people couldn't deal with it, especially paired with the grassy terrain recovery we had. Very, very annoying Pokemon for teams to deal with. You guys saw against Stremy. Really couldn't break down Rhyperior at all once that Palkia went down. So Rhyperior, super, super clutch Pokemon. Really happy with how I used it this season. Brought a lot more offense towards the end of the season, which I think was really fun as well. Rhyperior has such a sky-high attack stat, and the bulk to be able to run like a weakness policy set. I think it's so cool. I love Rhyperior. Totally would draft it again, just with more stealth rockers on the team to help him out. Big Licky, Winnie, the Big Licky. Didn't come as much. I really thought I'd bring Licky more. Really didn't bring him a whole lot. I just could never reasonably fit him on a team. He was either too that's the thing with Ubers, and I feel like that's the thing with Licky and Ubers, is he's way too passive. There was a lot of Ubers I would play where I could check the Uber, but I couldn't do anything back. So if they brought, like against Leo, Licky was actually on the team for the longest time for finals, but I got rid of him because I could check Yveltal defensively until Yveltal clicked substitute. I could never break Yveltal's substitute with this thing. And then it's Yveltal behind the sub. It's just so bad. So it's not bad. I love Licky, phenomenal Pokemon. Would I draft it to get in an Ubers League? Maybe. In Standard, phenomenal, because a lot of things don't actually have the sky-high defenses that the Ubers do. But Licky is just a little bit too weak for my taste. We did bring that curse set against Trevi, which would have won. We got any sort of little bit of luck towards us, even after Trevi tried to throw the game to us by clicking Roost. Body Slam Para, a Sludge Bomb, not to it KOing us, just anything going our way. One little thing going our way, we would have swept him with the Licky, but can't have them all sometimes, so love Big Licky. Definitely a fun mon, definitely would recommend. And last but not least, Fidget. Our Swoobat, 2 games played, 6 kills, 1 death. Biggest regret of the season is bringing this against Owen. I should have just left it at 1 game, 6 kills, 0 deaths. Should have just left it, but I wanted to be funny against the Marshadow. Didn't work. Shouldn't have brought it. Oh well. Swoobat, 6-0ing Lux as the highlight of this season. Awesome, awesome set. I'm really proud that I brought that set because it really showed how you can kind of orchestrate certain things into a matchup. I really didn't respect his dark type. I was terrified of Spiritomb if it did come, but I really didn't think it would. And the fact that it didn't meant that Swoobat could just go crazy because Lux had so much special offense. I set up one Calm Mind and I got my Grassy boost and it was over. So love Swoobat. I think this was an awesome bring. I would totally draft him again. Love Swoob. I don't like that he was the secondary defogger of the team. My defoggers were Zekrom and Swoobat, and it was not good. But as a Calm Mind sweeper, simple. It was like 2 points or whatever the fuck Swoobat was. How much was Swoobat? I can pull it up. 4 points. 4 points with Swoobat. Definitely good value pick, especially paired with the Bulu / Rillaboom we had in the end here. So, hold on. But that's the squad. Look at them all over here. So that is going to be it for BBL Season 6. We are your champions. The Walt Disneylanders brought home their first championship. First of many, hopefully. And I'm very proud of the season. I'm going to miss this team a lot. Even though it wasn't the best team, I'm going to miss this team a lot. So if you guys did enjoy today's season recap video, and if you guys did enjoy the BBL season, please hit the like button and subscribe button as well. At the current moment, there's actually no plans for BBL to return. I know Liv is currently burning out. She's been saying she's been burning out. So there's no plans for Season 7. But that reminds me, I forgot I have to tell you guys something. If you guys did enjoy the BBL and want to try Ubers yourself, Olivia Sama is hosting an Ubers tournament. She's hosting a BBL tournament with a cash prize. I know people like cash prizes. You like cash prizes. I like cash prizes. So down below will be a sign-up sheet as well as the Discord link. I believe when this goes up, this is going up on Tuesday. So there are 3 days left to apply. This is coming out very late, but this is another just kind of like shout out for Liv as well. 3 days left to apply, if I remember correctly. I believe it ends on the 12th. So if you guys want to sign up for an Ubers cash prize tournament, please go sign up down below. Liv is putting a lot of work, a lot of effort, and her own money into this. So it is really cool that she's doing this as to kind of like gap the bridge between Season 6 and Season 7. I know she's running Showdown divisions for Season 7, but I don't know if she's going to be running a Wi-Fi division yet. She's not sure yet either. So definitely keep an eye posted. And if you guys want to get a chance to be in BBL yourself, make sure you guys join the Discord as well. And joining that tournament as well will definitely spark up your resume as well. But with that plug out of the way, if you guys did enjoy today's recap video, and if you guys did enjoy the BBL season, please hit the like button and subscribe button. Let me know in the comments who was your favorite team member or what was your favorite battle of the season. And yeah, with that, I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching this season with me. Thank you guys for sticking around. And with that, my name is Kurt, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. I'm out.